Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ryan Huggins here. Welcome back to Win with Ryan, where I am winning and so are you. Today, we are going to be covering Theta, the Theta token. So we'll go ahead and go over that. Just so you guys are aware, in this video, what we're going to do, we're going to cover the price analysis for Theta, the tops, the bottoms, where's it going in the future. And then we're also going to cover the live markets. We'll look at the trading view and see what it's like in the actual Theta market at this time and take a look at what I've got marked up for Theta. And then we'll also cover the Theta score from the Coin Markets Pro from Cointelegraph. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Thank you guys so much for joining. Here we go. Also, just real quick, wanted to show you my Theta Edge worker, the node we have set up here. So currently we're working on a job, which is really, really exciting. Have had a job completed now. You definitely want to go check out the Theta Edge node. Just go to thetatoken.org, get yourself the Theta node and start helping spread the network and growing the Theta community altogether. Theta USD. So Theta is currently consolidating in a strong uptrend. The bulls purchased the dip at the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level at $10.31 on March 25th. This shows the sentiment remains positive for traders and they are buying the dip. So if we take a look here on the chart, you do have the Fibonacci. It came down and tapped right here at the 38.2% level, and then it bought back up. If the bulls can thrust the price above $13 to the $14.96 zone, the Theta USD pair could start the next leg of the uptrend, which may reach $19. The rising moving averages and the RSI in the overbought zone suggest the path of least resistance is to the upside. Conversely, if the bears successfully defend the overhead resistance zone, the pair may remain range bound between $10.31 and $14.96 for a few days. However, a break below the $10.31 level could extend the decline all the way to the 20-day moving average of $8.74. So let's look at this chart. All right, so as you can see here, we have the daily chart from Binance, the USDT Theta chart here on Binance. You can see that the 20-day moving average definitely running up nicely. The 50 moving average also in an uptrend for sure. RSI showing here at 71.42, which is very positive in the overbought zone. So still lots of momentum going for Theta here on this chart. You can see, like we talked about, it did come down and tap the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level of $10.31. And then it ran back up. And right now on this chart, it's showing $12.15. And we're going to go over the live chart here in just a second. And it's a little bit lower than that at the exact moment. All right, great. So here we have the daily chart for Theta. And as you can see, so this is today. It is down a little bit today. And today being the 27th, the price is sitting currently at $11.79. It did come all the way down to $11.35. As you can see, though, we have a new resistance line, and this resistance, a new support line, right? So this is a new support. It was resistance here. When it ran up on the 22nd, it tapped it and then came back down. But then it powered through that on the 23rd, and it's remained above this line now. Even the bodies have closed consistently above the new all-time high that happened on the 22nd. It's continued to run up nicely, which is good. However, it did come into this wedge here, and I'll show you on a smaller time frame. Let's go ahead and drop down to the 1 hour. And this came to a wedge, and it was starting this wedge last night. So as you can see, or not starting, it was finishing the wedge last night. As you can see, the price came down, up, and it's just getting smaller and smaller, and it's getting trapped in this little zone here, okay? Now, if you take the back of the wedge and you draw a trend line on it, and you close the triangle in, you get this back piece, which is where the price can go. So downwards wise, it could take it down to $7.45. On the upside, it could take us to $17.28. And as you saw from the article, it could run all the way up to $19 as well on the next leg of the uptrend. So currently it did break below the trap zone in the wedge, and it did go down, did not even go all the way down to the previous all-time high though. So that's a good sign. On the daily, if you're taking a look at that again, and we go with what is the RSI, and the RSI is a little bit lower. It's currently at 69. And we want to see that bump back up above that 70 mark, because when it's in the 70 zone, it's very, very positive. Now, we also saw though, when it goes to here, right, and it's all the way up at the 89, 90% in the RSI, that's usually a bad sign for continuation of the uptrend, because it needs to cool off a little bit, right? It starts to calm down a little bit, as you saw. But long-term, Theta, very, very positive, right? I'm super bullish on Theta. We got in at about $8, and we've been riding this thing up ever since. So no need to panic. If you got in at the top, hey, I completely understand, but just like the article says, right? So it's going to run up and down. It might be range bound in this little zone for a couple of days until it bounces back out of that zone. So we'll see how powerful this weekend can be. We might have some great momentum for the weekend. Now let's take a look at the score that's provided by Coin Markets Pro from Cointelegraph. All right, so here we have the Cointelegraph Coin Markets Pro Theta token. And right now the Vortex score is a 70. The way the score comes together is it takes the market cap, what it's sitting at, it takes in the volume that has been coming in and out of the pair, and then also it factors in the tweet volume. So how popular is this on Twitter? So as I was talking about, if you saw this the other day, the score was sitting in the 75, 76 range, but it has since come down a little bit. However, it's starting to make a move up, which will be really nice. So if you'll take a look, whenever the scores are in the 80s, that is when the price usually moves up in the positive. So we're going to keep a definitely close eye on the Vortex score for Theta token. Right now it's sitting at a 70. Let's go ahead and check out T-Fuel. T-Fuel is at a 68 right now. And as you can see, T-Fuel has also just been consolidating for a couple of days now. So keeping an eye on that. Theta, T-Fuel, we are very, very bullish on both Theta and T-Fuel. We see it as a great project. You got to think about this too. So when you talk about Theta, let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, so here's thetatoken.org. It's their website. So they did move their mainnet launch 3.0 back, right? So now it's 94 days till launch, which is totally fine. We already talked about it, did get its second patent, has tons of partners. So what I was talking about to some of my friends as well, because of the fact, we'll scroll down here a little bit. By the way, if you want to join the network, you can become a node. Go ahead and do the Theta Edge node for sure. Theta Guardian node. You can also do that. You just need a lot of T-Fuel and Theta to get started on that. But what I wanted to show you guys, Enterprise Validator nodes has been set up by Sony and Samsung, and it's not a competitor to Google. This will be able to run alongside it. But why is Sony and Samsung so important? You got to think about this. When you buy a Sony TV or you buy a Samsung TV, when you get it in, it has pre-installed apps, or you can also download apps. So when the Theta app comes available, what if every Sony and Samsung TV came out, had one of those available? Can you imagine the price of the token that, from there, right? Just think about the growth expansion possibilities of the token. And we're not even talking about right now, the growth that's going on. This is later on in the future. If you get a TV and you can stream Theta, you can stream games and videos and everything from your TV, because Sony and Samsung pre-uploaded the Theta app. You can see how the adoption is coming along, how this is going to be a huge, huge player in the markets for sure. Theta in the news, as we've talked about, tons of news for Theta all the times. But what I wanted to let you guys know, Theta, we are very, very bullish on Theta. It's a great project. So if you're into Theta, that's totally fine. If not, that's cool too, but go check it out. Go play on it. It's fun. You can go to Theta TV and start watching some of the live streams. They've got great streamers there. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. All right, so here we got Theta.tv. All right, so if you go to Theta.tv, these are all the live streamers that are live in different categories, all that type of stuff. What you can also do is go over here to sign up or log in. That way you can get in and start watching your favorite streamers. They play great video games if you're a gamer. They've also got other great content in here. Definitely go check out Theta.tv. And just so you guys are aware, This is one of my favorite projects, right? So we're going to talk about this one a lot in the future. We're going to definitely stay on top of this. My favorite projects right now are Cardano, Theta, and T Fuel, obviously, because it comes along with it. And one of my other, workhorse underdog stories is the V chain. That's one of my favorite projects that we've been in for quite some time, and that one's doing well also. So that's the headlines and the price analysis for Theta token. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is financial entertainment, financial education. We're just searching the headlines and trying to find out what is the best options for us out there in the crypto markets. And this is one of our favorites. So if you do need some financial advice, please speak to your financial advisor. Have a wonderful day.